Last time on Casino Royale with cheese.
This was directed by John Dahl. Apparently, he directed a movie called Kill Me Again with Val Kilmer. Kilmer Me Again, I guess.
Ah, see what you did there.
Hey! The Last Seduction? I don't know. That came out in 1994, which was probably Val Kilmer's last seduction. It was in 1994. Because he looks like a frog. What did you think about Rizzle?
About what?
Rizzle.
Rizzle.
Rounders, yeah.
Oh, see, it doesn't work that way.
No, not really.
God,
Roundizzle?
You're so white.
I'm sorry, Snoop.
That's my cousin.
I brought shame upon this house.
And now, the conclusion.
Houston, we have a problem.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
A boy's best friend is his mother.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Silent Green is people!
Yo, Adrian! Adrian!
Let's put a smile on that face.
I gotta warn you, Clark. They don't play the same games here as they do at them regular casinos.
Royale, too.
Pop it, D-Man!
Welcome back to Casino Royale with Cheese. This is episode number 35 of the internet show where we discuss movies that were number one at the box office exactly 20 years ago. My name is Shane. Today I'm joined by the man who the first thing he does when he hops in a black man's car is mess with his radio. This is Mike.
Hello, Mr. Burns.
Hello there, Mike. How's it going today, sir?
Pretty well. How are you?
I'm alright, man. Not too bad. Just chilling at the house. Slow weekend. So,
Yeah, I went to a baby shower yesterday. First one.
yeah, great time.
Never been to one before.
Really? Dudes don't
No.
usually go to those.
No.
Fuck that.
But it's one of the recruiters in my office. His wife, pregnant, obviously. Hence the baby shower.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And the only people she has is us, you know. So
Right.
so just the 4 couples from the office got together along with all of our Rugrats and had a baby shower.
Right. Are they from around here generally, or?
No, they're from North Carolina.
Oh yeah, they're ways out. I'd probably rather be here than North Carolina right now, honestly.
At the moment, yeah.
They're about to be butt fucked. Yeah. Hopefully everybody over in the NC is doing all right. Because yeah, that looks bad.
Yeah, South Carolina, North Carolina, getting hit pretty hard.
All that coastal shit, yeah, it's going down. So, me and you, episode 35. That means that we're like 17 episodes shy of making it like a whole 52 weeks, man.
It's pretty nuts.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. I like it, though. We got a treat today. Why don't you tell us about it, Mike?
We got it. Are you talking about the movie?
Yeah.
The 1998 buddy comedy classic starring our favorite Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in Rush Hour.
Yeah, they certainly are in this. I actually really like Jackie Chan. I think he's great. So, it's funny though because I like his I'm really into like his style of martial arts with a lot of props and stuff like that. But I'm not really all about like a lot of martial arts movies. It's not really my thing. Just doesn't do it for me. Like I'm more of a plot driven guy than I am an action guy, you know? And so whenever I get to like watching Mr. Nice Guy and shit, that doesn't do anything for me, you know? Because there's nothing going on other than just him kicking ass.
What about the suit?
Oh, the tuxedo?
Yeah.
That shit? Yeah, with him and, was it Jennifer Love Hewitt in that shit?
I think so.
Yeah, she doesn't have a career anymore, so what's that tell you about that? Once again, we've talked about how he was in that movie The Foreigner, and it's supposed to be awesome, from what I've heard, but I didn't watch it, so meh. It looks like Asian Taken, but meh.
Is that racist to say that?
Asian Taken?
Yeah.
I don't know, because there was a this movie with Jamie Foxx. They call it Black Taken, where like his son gets kidnapped or whatever.
Who's they?
They
racist?
Well, it's probably like KKK rallies.
They done took our movie.
Right?
They're taking our taking.
Yeah, right. Trying to do this. What is it? The affirmative action of taking. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is as aforementioned. This is Chris Tucker. Whatever.
You got knocked the fuck out.
I'm not a huge fan of Chris Tucker. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. My first exposure to him was with the movie The Fifth Element. And I was watching that movie and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, he needs to fuck off. This is awful, you know.
Are you understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Oh yeah, we mentioned last week Mike was gonna do this, so I'm sorry, everybody. They're horrible, by the way.
I think these are my best.
Oh wow, it's all downhill from here.
You know what's funny is like I can do voices.
Yeah.
I can do voices, but I cannot do impressions.
Okay. We'll
Like,
do a voice. Let's hear a voice.
Okay, so like one that my daughter really enjoys is
Okay, here we go.
hello? Hello? Are you there? Oh, okay. Hi. How are you today? Kind of like a Jackalope / Bobby's World.
Yeah, I was thinking, Dave Coulier doing that stupid woodchuck thing from Full House.
That's what it is, the Jackalope.
Yeah, that's it, man.
He did it on America's Funniest Videos.
Or he was on America's Funniest People.
Oh, as fast can be. You'll never catch
Yeah.
me.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, the jackalope thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that's horrible.
You didn't think that was good?
Not do that anymore.
It might be the connection.
It's weird because it's me and Mike are on Skype, and so watching that voice come out of Mike's mouth, really unsettling shit, man.
It fucks with little kids.
Yeah, I could see that. It's fucking with me, so So it was after this, after I watched The Fifth Element, that I watched Friday for the first time.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I love Smokey in that movie.
Did I do that one already?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll do it at least 3 or 4 more times.
You ain't got no job? Do that one. There you go.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got shit to do.
That's funny. I like him in that movie, but I think that he's not necessarily trying to be intentionally annoying in that movie, so it kind of works. It's weird though with Chris Tucker because much like Anne Rice, apparently he's become like a more religious individual, and
Done found Jesus.
Yep, he doesn't really fuck with those kind of movies anymore, man.
So
the last thing
3 Fridays is all I'm gonna do.
He wasn't even in the last 2, I don't think.
He wasn't in next Friday?
Or Friday after next. I don't think he was in any of those.
Oh.
There's been these rumors going around Hollywood that they're going to try to do like a Last Friday movie. And
well, you got to round out the month. Come on.
Well, that's kind of it, And the whole thing takes place over a month. That'd be awesome. And they're saying like, ooh, the return of Smokey. And I'm like, I don't think he's going to do that, dude. It's some pothead, dude that just, he's a lays about, like I don't, if he's like super religious, I don't see it happening, but that's just me.
So you're telling me we're not going to get Chris Tucker back in a chicken coop scratching himself?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It's unfortunate for the world.
All right. Yeah. What else do we got in this thing? This movie had a pretty good cast, I would say, of maybe B-list guys all around.
I know Chris Penn's in it.
Yeah, Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother. We talked about him actually before. He's dead. Whatever. Elizabeth Pena plays Johnson.
I know her from something.
I want to say I do too. I didn't really look at it. I do, and this took me a while to place this dude, but so the guy that, remember when they go to the Grauman's Chinese Theater? Mm-hmm. And they are sitting back. What was it? He goes to talk to like his informant that's like selling
Star Maps
or whatever. Yeah. I couldn't recognize that dude for the longest time. That was the one selling the Star Maps, and it's that dude, John Hawkes. And it occurred to me that I have seen that guy before. He was actually the brother on Eastbound and Down.
Oh, yeah, he's Kenny's brother.
Yeah. And, like, they named their daughter Rose on Titanic and shit. And you named your daughter after Titanic? What's his name? Shrek? Like, it was great.
Eastbound and Down is great.
Oh, man, that's a fantastic show. Philip Baker Hall, I've seen some stuff with him. Most memorably is the movie Magnolia with Tom Cruise. Who else we got here? We already talked about Jackie Chan. We got Ken, I assume it's Ken Leung, or Leung, Leung. Sorry if I'm butchering that. It's he plays the dude Sang, the Asian with the bleached hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Right. Yeah.
The real Slim Shady.
While we're talking about racism here, let's discuss that. So I think it's kind of funny that in these movies, like the Asian guy that you're supposed to like remember, they give him some sort of defining characteristic, and they did the same thing actually in James Bond, because there's like this North Korean guy, and like at the very beginning of the movie, there's this explosion, and like the guy has like some of these little bitty diamonds that are, you know, the size of a freaking like pencil eraser, you know, and they get embedded into his face. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, are you implying that we wouldn't recognize these Asian guys if they didn't have some sort of like dyed hair or diamonds in his face? Or I mean, are you assuming that we're racist like that, or what's the deal? You know,
Yeah, they're doing something because. Whoa, you all right there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. I've been getting over this stupid cough.
All right.
I think I might.
Lethal Weapon 4, they had an Asian dude with a dragon tattoo on his neck.
Right.
And then Jet Li, he always wore like a traditional like style clothing.
Right. Yep. That's true. All the other guys were wearing like leather jackets and shit.
Yeah.
Then we got Jet Li running around, yeah.
They definitely want them to certain characters to stand out.
To stand out, yeah. But they never seem to feel that way about white people, though, you know? I'm just saying, I thought it was weird. But
What?
we got Tom Wilkinson in this movie. I love Tom Wilkinson, man. He's the one that plays Griffin, or Jun Tao, if you will. Mm-hmm. So spoiler alert, this guy, Tom Wilkinson, he is this Jun Tao character who they don't reveal until later on in the movie. But while I was doing homework for this movie, I go through the cast list, and it has Tom Wilkinson as Jun Tao. And so I was like, oh, okay. And so like all throughout the movie, they keep it like a secret who this dude really is. I was like, oh, it's Tom Wilkinson this whole time, you know?
Because you saw it on IMDb.
Right, yeah. It was completely lost on me.
Fuckers.
Could put a spoiler alert out there.
Why wouldn't they just put his name as like Thomas Griffith?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to do nothing crazy. Well, so I think IMDb does it the same way. It's on like the final credit list in the movie, at the end of the movie. So it's one of those deals where I think that they just went off of that and the movie fucked up.
Well, they're probably thinking like, this movie was out 20 fucking years ago.
Right. The fucking spoiler. Who else? Oh, Tom Wilkinson. Most memorably, I recall him. He's been in a bunch of stuff, but he's into a lot more artsy type films. He was in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
It's a good movie.
It is a good ass movie. He was also in this movie, in the bedroom with. It was about he winds up his son winds up getting killed because he's like his son's dating this woman who's Marissa Tomei, but she has an ex-husband who winds up like killing the son or whatever. It's really good, man. If you ever get a chance to watch it, it's kind of like how the mom and dad who are like aging kind of have to deal with their son's death, and all that other shit. He was in, I was just thinking of another one that I saw him in that I really liked was, it had Zach Braff. It was called The Last Kiss. It's a great movie. Really good stuff. So, if you get a chance, there's a little list to go off of.
I feel like I've seen a couple of those, but I can't recall any of them right now.
Yeah, I hear you. So this movie was directed by Brett Ratner. And this is really like one of the first instances that excuse me, that he came across my radar. He famously directed the X-Men: The Last Stand. Excuse me. Let me get
Take
some
a
to
drink
drink
of
here
water,
so I'm not like dying. Yeah. Oh, so much better. Okay.
Get you a cough drop or something.
Yeah, I really need to. Anyway, he directed X-Men: The Last Stand, the one in which they decided to kill off Professor Xavier. Brilliant. He directed this new Dwayne Johnson Hercules movie, I guess. I never watched it. Yeah, I don't know. I never watched that shit.
Hercules?
Yeah, with The Rock, I guess.
I know who Dwayne Johnson is, fucker.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
When was he in a Hercules movie?
It came out in 2014.
Completely missed that one.
So, yeah. I've heard it sucked, so, it doesn't really matter. He did Red Dragon.
Hercules. Oh, Red Dragon, yeah.
Yeah.
We just talked about that recently.
Right. But more recently, he's been in the news because he's fallen into the category of people that are apparently known sexual predators in Hollywood.
Oh, he's a Me Too violator.
Yeah. Yes, he is. He's a nice fella.
From what obviously, I have no connection to Hollywood, but from what I understand about it, it's rife with shit like this. Like we're only getting a part of it reported. Like a lot of people are still keeping their mouths shut.
I would venture to guess that the shit that we've heard about makes up like probably less than 20% of what actually goes on. That's pretty bad. And there's a lot of people out there that think that it's gonna like just butt fuck their career. So they won't say anything. Even if they talk about it, they're not gonna say who it was that did the deed or whatever. So it's whatever.
I mean, it just the industry lends itself to it almost.
It does, yeah, most definitely. Because there's, just a bunch of older guys that are the ones in power, and so hey, how about a blowjob? And then we'll see about that movie. That's
especially especially for the effect on young women. Because in Hollywood, you're just another pretty face.
Right. You got women roll up that grew up in Kentucky, and they're like, I will do literally anything for a role in your movie. All right.
I mean, it's not cool.
No, it's not.
It's not okay. But you can see where the industry, like I said, lends itself to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that sort of thing. Brett Ratner is known as the type of guy who's sort of just like a studio shill, If you got a movie that needs to be made like super quick, for maybe not too much money, and you're not going to give the like producers very much pushback. Like they have a grand vision of what it is that they want to do, and no matter how fucking retarded it sounds, Brett Ratner's like, "Yep, I'm the guy for the job."
I'll make your movie.
Yep, I can imagine his X-Men movie. The way that conversation happened was, like, "Hey, Brett Ratner, Bryan Singer dropped out. We need you to direct the X-Men movie." All right, I got it. And they're like, "Well, don't you want to hear the plot?" And, nope, I think I'm good. Well, we're talking about taking away. We're talking about taking away like Mystique's powers. That's fine. I don't care. What if we kill Xavier? That's fine. I don't care. What about if Cyclops only gets 2 scenes and then we kill his ass? That's fine. I don't care. Doesn't matter. He's just happy to be making movies,
Yeah. The paycheck's in the mail, right? Okay, cool. Let's go.
Right. Yep. That's good. That'll work. So, not too much artistic integrity. Obviously, I think he knows a little bit about, how to change out light bulbs and certain lamps and shit, on a technical level, maybe. But as far as artistically, it's non-existent, so. But that gets us to Rush Hour.
Man, it took us a while to get there.
It did. I think that it's interesting because this movie, it's weird that this movie came out, the same year within a couple of months of Lethal Weapon 4, because it's also a buddy comedy movie, a buddy cop comedy movie, which, let me specify, last week I said I hated buddy comedies. I don't. I hate buddy cop comedies for the most part. But, this one also has to do with Asians, in Chinatown and stuff like that. So I kind of wonder, what the deal was, if there's any crossover there, but it's whatever. Do you have any guesses as to how many weeks this one was at number 1 at the box office, Mike?
1 week.
No, actually it was 2 weeks. Believe it or not. So, yeah.
We were just on a run of 1 week number 1s there for a while, so.
We were, yeah. It's weird, too, to think about because back in, the late 80s, early 90s, number 1s at the box office were there for months, like we saw with E.T. And then, at this point in time, and even still today, there's not a whole lot of staying power. And I think it's just because big movies come out all the time nowadays,
Unless you're a Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
MCU, they dominate.
Oh, yeah. Black Panther killed at the box office, so.
Yeah, it was the number 1 for quite a while.
A long time. It was made on a budget of $33 million, so that is all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's too much or too little on this. Do you want to guess how well it did in the United States overall?
$105 million.
It did $141 million, just over. So yeah.
I've been pretty consistently about $35,000 off lately. Or
Yeah.
$35 million off, I should
35.
say.
I was like, 35,000 is not bad, dude.
Yeah.
that'll get you some money right there, But yeah. So we talked about, pretty much if, you want a guy that's going to be a yes man, like Brett Ratner, and then show up on set, take a nap, and fuck all your actresses, he's your go-to. So,
Solid guy.
Yeah, nice fella. Do you want to talk about this movie?
I'm pretty all talked out for the day, man.
All right. I actually thought about going over the plot and then kind of doing what we did with There's Something About Mary, just kind of talk about our favorite parts. And then I watched it and realized I don't really have any favorite parts.
Dude, this fucking podcast is ruining movies for me.
Yeah, me and you both. I used to have fun, turning my brain off to watch shit, and not really anymore. The movie opens, there's a shipyard in Hong Kong. They're moving cargo like statues.
It's a really long opening scene on a boat.
Really long. Well, it's over the opening credits, but usually they try to show something interesting. That's really not.
I was waiting for some jazz guitar to come, or jazz saxophone to come through. Yeah.
Joe Pesci to show up and start, they fuck you with the cell phones. Yeah. We see where somebody sneaks onto the ship. He starts taking out guys that are working there. And it's soon revealed to be Lee, who is Jackie Chan's character. I also find it interesting, though, with these movies, they're like, well, white people are going to watch it, so we need, an Asian name, but it's something that they're going to remember. So we can't call him, Quan Chi, like Mortal Kombat. We got to fucking call him, Lee, That's Asian, right? And they should remember that pretty well. There's, they got neighbors and shit named Lee.
Yep.
So
save the crazy name for the villain.
Mm-hmm. That's it, man. He confronts this guy, Sang, that's working on the boat. Like you said, Asian Eminem.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I heard that his new album kicks ass.
Kamikaze?
Yeah.
It's fucking fire, dude.
Really?
But
I've heard good
is
things.
insane because his last album tanked. Like, it wasn't
Right.
very good. Like, when you're doing a rap song collaboration with Ed Sheeran, and Ed Sheeran's the best thing
yeah.
about the song, there's a problem.
Ed Sheeran should never be the best thing about anything. So
And I would never attempt to tell Eminem what to do or how to do it because I cannot do what he does. So I have no
Right.
point in saying anything about it. But I can just tell you I wasn't a big fan. And this dude Kamikaze album he dropped, oh my god, dude. Some of these songs give me goosebumps.
really,
Yes. Like, what he's doing is incredible. He even talks about the failure of his last album.
oh really? Mm-hmm. I heard, him talking about MGK and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
MGK had no business talking about Eminem.
right. Dumbass Twitter war, basically.
There's another white rapper named G-Eazy, and like people are trying to get them to like beef with Eminem too, and G-Eazy's not going to do that.
I love G-Eazy. I think he's great, man. So I can't talk about that.
You
But,
are a fan of G-Eazy?
Yeah.
Never thought I would hear you say those words.
No, I like Me, Myself, and I, and I Mean It and shit like that. They're good. Good stuff. Anyway, he confronts this dude Sang, the one with the bleach blonde hair, ask him about Juntao. And
Dude, I'm just sitting here thinking about like how I'd rather talk about Eminem's rap career than this movie.
I'm kind of with you, man. The sad part is I'm not even like an Eminem like expert,
Oh, I'm by no means an expert, but I'm pretty familiar.
Right. Let me ask you about this, Mike. So obviously, this is an action comedy movie.
Okay.
If you were to give me a percentage-wise, like a ratio of how much of the comedy landed, how much would you say actually worked?
Oh, dude. Just you want to be straight up honest with you.
Honest, yes.
So I didn't laugh until the blooper reel during the credits.
I was the exact same way. The blooper reel credits, and especially whenever like Jackie Chan would go through and like do some stunt, with a prop or whatever, and it just wouldn't work. Like some of that shit cracked me up, like the steering wheel thing. But yeah, I was watching the movie going, I don't know why, because I've never watched this movie before. Today, just because buddy cop things aren't my thing, unless we're talking about like The Last Watch or something like that, and that's not a comedy by far. So I'd never seen this, and I was watching it going, I don't get the humor, I guess.
I remembered there being more funny shit in the movie, but now that I think about it, I think it was Rush Hour 2 that was actually funnier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where they go to China or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
With the second one, is it basically like, because at the end of this movie, they're going to China. Does it pick up right from there? Kind of like
I don't remember.
Kind of like a
I know it's in China.
Karate Kid type of thing.
I know it takes place in China, but I don't know if it's the 2 weeks that he's on vacation at the end of this movie. I don't know.
Because that'd be pretty cool, actually. You got like this Lord of the Rings type continuing story arc type deal. And then in the third one, they're like, well, we did America because that's where Chris Tucker is. We did China because that's where Jackie Chan is. Fuck, what are we going to do? And they're like, do you want to do Paris? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Did Brett Ratner do all of them?
Yeah, he did. Of course, there's money. If he's going to get paid, he's going to do it,
And he was like, just pick a spot. Tell me where you want to make the movie.
Right, I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
Morocco?
I'm buying a ticket.
Okay, sounds good.
He's on the phone. Yo, I'm on the phone with my travel agent right now. You need to fucking pick something, But,
So do you want me to
go
like,
ahead.
what do you want to do here? Obviously, we don't want to talk about this fucking movie.
Not talk about this movie. That's what I want to do. That's going to be it from us, folks. No,
No, let's try. Let's try.
Yeah. Okay, so, saying he says that this Juntao guy is everywhere. And I guess he winds up escaping before Jackie Chan. I'm just going to call him Jackie Chan. Can shoot him.
His name is Lee.
He's Jackie Chan. So, anyway, the cops arrive, and this Sang fellow escapes. But I guess they wind up getting all of these artifacts and shit that the Sang dude was trying to ship out. Cut to a building in Hong Kong. It's the last day of British rule. So there's that, which is actually kind of a big momentous deal in history in like 1999, but it never was a big deal here in the States, I guess.
I mean, it's a big deal for the Chinese people.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So there's this guy, Commander Griffin, who we find out is Jun Tao, spoiler alert. He's offering a toast to this Chinese diplomat, Han.
Yeah, they're at their like royal police headquarters.
Yeah, exactly. And in the middle of this dinner, they're offering a toast and everything. Lee shows up and tells Han that they've disrupted this Jun Tao criminal organization and they've got all these artifacts they found. And then he leaves, basically.
Yeah.
This little girl, Sue Young, she's pissed because I guess this Han fellow, he's going back to the United States. And Sue Young, she's the daughter of Han. And she's pissed that Lee isn't going with him, or Jackie Chan, if you will. So he says America's a very friendly place, and he gives her a little necklace, and we cut to the United States.
2 months later in America, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker's talking to...
Chris Tucker. I love that. That is awesome.
And Chris Penn are talking about a bomb in a trunk.
Yeah. He's selling a bomb. Just rolling around with a fucking C4 in his trunk.
Apparently, Chris Tucker is... his last name, by the way, in this movie, he's referred to as Carter.
Yeah. They never say his first name, I don't think, either.
No. He's undercover, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be a secret to the audience as well. We're not supposed to know he's a cop.
Let me ask you this. Why in these movies, if this guy's supposed to be undercover, do they always have like a 67 Corvette or some shit? That is the most high-profile car in L.A. just about.
Convertible.
You know? Yeah. Like, why don't you drive like a fucking Mazda that's like a 1993? Like, nobody's going to suspect that shit, dude. You know?
Well, you can even get a brand new like Mazda 3 and you'll be straight.
Yeah. You can drive my Equinox. You'll be fine, you know?
Yeah. My wife's GMC Terrain, there's literally like, I see 100 different versions of it every day.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's ever going to pick it out of a crowd. And it's black. So you could lose it while you go into the store, you know?
Yeah. Amongst the other 35 black GMC Terrains parked in the parking lot.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So he's selling a bomb to Carter, who's undercover. Cops overhear him talking about the bomb. And basically the cops, like, because they're going into this diner in the parking lot where the Chris's are hanging out. And the cops pull out their guns. And that's whenever Chris Penn takes Carter hostage. Carter's like, hey, you guys fucking go away, you know?
Like, that would ever fucking work.
Right.
Those cops have no idea that you're undercover, dude.
Right. If you think somebody's a criminal and you're like, and he tells you to like, yo, go away. I'll come get you later.
He's doing like the nod to the side, like, go.
Right.
The little head nod, you know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Like, you know, like, look over there. Go that way.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking cops, a couple beat cops, are just trying to do their job. They see something crazy going down.
Yeah. What I think is weird is that, because Chris Tucker, you can hear him from like 6 miles away talking about this fucking bomb.
Is that
as soon as I saw right? As soon as I saw the cop car pull up, I'd be like, yo, let's fucking go somewhere else, you know? But whatever. So Clive winds up shooting the cops. Or Chris Penn, sorry.
His name is Clive in the movie.
He is. He winds up shooting the cops. He hops in his car and takes off. I think that they're wearing Kevlar, so it doesn't really matter.
Except for the one gets hit in the hand.
Right. And Carter winds up shooting Clive's car, the trunk, and the car blows up.
But not before Clive was able to jump out.
Bullshit. C4 requires an electrical charge. You can't shoot C4 and have an explosion. Like, it'll burn, but it's not going to do anything else.
Well, you can't shoot a tank full of gasoline and have it explode either, but we see that all the time.
That's true, too. So Carter's feeling great about himself, starts doing this really crappy... Well, I wouldn't even say crappy. He's doing this Michael Jackson dance, you know?
He's good at it.
He's pretty smooth, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's LAPD, obviously.
So I could have wrapped this whole scene up for you real quick. It would have been 2 months later in America, Chris Tucker and Chris Penn talk about a bomb. Cops show up. Carter's a hostage. Chases a car. It explodes. Michael Jackson dance. That's the whole scene.
This isn't a race, Mike. Come on.
I wish I could just read my notes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Next scene is Chinese consulate. Prank call. It's hilarious.
Soo Young goes to school.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that is pretty much what happens, though. Is
Kids singing Mariah Carey. Kidnapping.
right. We're at the Chinese consulate in L.A. This Han diplomat dude is there. He sends Soo Young off to school.
Well, he's going to go with her.
Right.
He's going with her, but then there's a call for him,
Right.
which causes him to go
And,
inside. That's the prank call, because when he answers, it hangs up.
Yeah, nobody answers. Whenever they're dropping her off and she's dancing to Mariah Carey and singing and shit, the guy's like super annoyed. But we see where they get stopped by this cop car and Sang hops out and he's dressed like a cop. He kills the bodyguards and then kidnaps her. And that's pretty much that.
What's the problem, officer? Nothing. Just rush hour.
Is that where the movie got this name?
I guess.
Because there's no like rush hour stuff in this fucking movie other than that line. You know?
Yeah, Sang says it's rush hour, so I guess that's it.
See, to me, though, that almost screams like studio meddling interference. They're like, we need a cool name that people are going to remember. And they're like, well, what about Rush Hour? And they're like, well, there's no rush hour or anything pertaining to rush hour in this movie. And they're
Or
like, it doesn't
traffic.
matter. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. There's not even any driving in this movie, hardly. You know? Fucking, it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
No.
But whatever. So what is it? The
We go to
FBI
the police station,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and Chris Tucker's he's telling his story about
Right.
how he took down the Clive. Mm-hmm. Johnson shows up. She's pissed because she was supposed to go with him because it was dealing with explosives, and she's EOD specialist, I guess.
Is she? It looked like she was just practicing later.
I don't know. I don't think
I mean,
she's ever.
not.
I don't think she's ever disarmed a live bomb.
Well, she's not with like a EOD because EOD's like its own separate department. She's not. They're not going to pair her up with a cop if she's EOD. Okay, fair enough. You're not correcting me. You're pointing it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Johnson was looking pretty good in this movie. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, really good looking.
I like her voice.
She does. Although, so Elizabeth Pena, which by the way, I wonder if she's like related at all to Michael Pena, but
Racist.
same last name. Come on, they're probably close in age and shit.
Are you related to Mr. Burns from The Simpsons?
It's my grandpa, motherfucker. You racist. No, but for whatever reason, I was watching it going, her in this movie, her character's last name is Johnson. I find that kind of weird, but just because.
Yeah, that's more strange than anything else.
Yeah, it really is. Mike's looking up to see if she's related to Michael Pena now.
No,
Who's
I'm
the
not.
racist now? Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. She
What are
was
you looking up?
in Nothing Like the Holidays, Batteries Not Included, La Bamba, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, Jacob's Ladder, and Rush Hour.
Isn't it La Bamba you were telling me with Lou Diamond Phillips that I needed
Yeah.
to check it out? Yeah.
It's badass.
I actually do like Batteries Not Included as well. Another Val Kilmer, isn't it?
Is it?
And I think so. But why do we keep bringing Val Kilmer into this?
I think you got a thing for him.
I might. We ever since that Top Gun, I like the volleyball scene. So while you look at that, she basically is chewing his ass out because she didn't call him to take him along.
I don't think he's in Batteries Not Included.
Oh no, I might be full of shit. But obviously Carter doesn't work with partners, and he says he has no interest in having a partner. And then she lets it slip that he might be getting suspended because the cops got shot, and he did a block's worth of damage. All that happened was a car blew up. But I don't know how it did a block's worth of damage. I've seen car accidents cause more damage than that.
So he is just like Lethal Weapon, guys.
Basically, yeah. Except it's just one. And they actually do a block's worth of damage. He didn't do shit, really, except shoot at a guy that was going to sell a bomb, which is probably a good thing. I don't even understand why. Because he didn't bring his partner? What the fuck good was she going to do, you know? But anyway, he goes back, talks to the captain. Captain tells him he's not getting suspended. In fact, he's getting a mission with the FBI.
A special assignment.
Yeah. We see where the FBI is talking to Han about his daughter's kidnapping. And Han talks about how he's going to grab Lee from China to come and help find her. And then I get the impression that the FBI agents aren't that compelled to like try to help find the daughter. They say something to that effect.
No, I just don't think they're real keen on some inspector from China.
Right.
Investigating something going on in America.
I just thought it was weird because they're like, keep him away from... I thought they were working with the bad guy for a while. They're like, we do not want him around here. We don't want anybody talking to him. We don't want him at this house. I was like, so if he's going to be like a mild annoyance, at least keep him around like to appease Han, you know? I don't get why they were avoiding that guy like the plague, but whatever. Anyway, Carter goes to Han's house. The FBI agents tell him about his special assignment and how it's like top secret.
G-14
whatever.
classified.
Yeah. And the assignment is basically he's just going to show Lee a good time to keep him busy.
Babysitting duty.
Yeah. They said to keep him out of sight and away from danger, so Carter goes to pick Lee up from the airport, and of course he's pissed. Because he thought he was going to have like this really important fucking deal to do.
Does Carter think he's in the FBI now?
I don't know. Because he keeps saying, oh yeah, I'm FBI. No,
Carter,
you're not.
FBI.
Right. And like even whenever like Sang's dudes call the house to like make hostage like negotiations and shit, he's like, oh yeah, I'm FBI. No, you're not. What the fuck are you talking about? But yeah, it's stupid. Basically, Carter complains to his captain. He like calls him up on the phone. The captain knew what the whole deal was the whole time, and so they like laugh about it and they think that it's hilarious. All the guys in the police force do.
Yeah, like the whole department is there.
Right.
Listening to his phone call. Johnson even has. Now you got a partner. Ha 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 ha.
Right. This movie's so contrived, man. I don't get it.
I will say Carter drives a cool car.
Well, yeah, we talked about it, but it's not low profile at all. You know?
No. But like, there's that scene where he's sitting at the airport.
Yeah.
And it appears that he's like sitting on the tarmac in his car. I don't know.
That wouldn't happen.
No. But
unless he
way
waved his FBI badge around. Because he's FBI now.
The way they positioned him, like he's leaning against his car.
Right.
You get the car from the side profile, and then they got like this overhead pan shot of it. Like, the car was cool.
Yeah, it was. By the way, so whenever, I guess probably you have, but if you're landing at LAX, you're probably not going to like land on the tarmac and have like the fucking mobile stairs brought up to your airplane so you can climb down like Lyndon fucking Johnson. Like, you're gonna have to go through the airport and do the little turnstile shit with the fucking. I mean, that's not realistic at all. He's just strolling down the stairs. They don't do that in the U.S. really, you know.
On the smaller planes, but yeah, not on your big like 737s, 747s.
Not something flying in from China.
Yeah.
Unless it's a private jet, you know.
No, you got to go through customs, bro.
Yeah. You can't just have Carter roll up to the airport in a Corvette. Grab your bag, motherfucker. Nope.
Put it in the back.
Right. Oh, yeah. Lee feigns that he doesn't know English at all. And,
forced comedy.
Yeah, hilarity ensues. So, anyway... They go to the Grauman's Chinese Theater in
Racist.
LA, which is something I've always wanted to go to, actually, because that's like a huge piece of history, man.
It's a really cool place to go.
Yeah.
And that's where all like the impersonators are standing out there too. You got
got your Spider-Mans and shit. And,
yeah, you got your Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. You know, it's a really like fun place for tourists to go.
Well, and that's kind of the deal because I remember seeing all these old photos from like 1977 when Star Wars came out, and like literally people were lined up around the block to get into the Grauman's Chinese Theater to watch Star Wars, you know. And I always think back to that, and I was like, man, just going there would be like, you know, seeing a part of history as far as filmmaking goes, you know. But
it is kind of a movie theater mecca.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm sure. Yep.
I mean, I've watched several films there.
Yep.
Yeah, just to go there.
Oh, I don't blame you. I absolutely would.
But this whole scene is racist.
Oh, yeah. Super. He's like, yeah, it's Chinese, just like home.
Yeah, this looks familiar, right? Stand right here. And then he's like, maybe we'll see some of your relatives walking around because there's a bunch of Chinese like tourists.
Right.
After this, we'll go get some rice or something. He calls him rice-a-roni or some shit.
Yeah. I know that he kept calling him shit like that, and like later on in the movie, they talk about that shit too, like calling him like, you know, Asian type of based stereotypical names, and I was like, that's I don't think that would fly nowadays. But.
No.
He tells him to like.
It definitely wouldn't be one of your heroes saying it.
No, absolutely not. Maybe a villain.
A villain could probably get away with some racist stuff.
Right, but not too much, though.
No, then you'll get protested.
Mm-hmm.
Like the First Man, did you hear about that thing?
Oh, yeah. No American flag. People are pissed.
Well, there's American flags through the movie a whole bunch of times. They just don't show it in that one particular scene.
Well, I heard they took them off the uniforms, too, like the spacesuits. So, but I don't know. I haven't seen it. If I do see it, I'll probably wait to DVD or whatever, or Blu-ray, because I don't know. I don't go to the theater much anymore. But he tells him to like stare at John Wayne's signature while he goes to talk to his CI. And so they talk about, apparently there was a lot of like ad-libbing that was done in the scene between the brother on Eastbound and Down and Chris Tucker, but after I read about that on IMDb, I thought back, I was like, but nothing was really funny about this scene, so why would they be like improvising, you know?
I feel like Chris Tucker does a lot of improvising.
He does. He did a lot of that shit. Apparently they're trying to get Will Smith to play Carter in this movie.
See, that's funny, because when I saw this movie when it first came out, I was like, is Chris Rock busy?
Exactly. But he was in his own buddy cop movie. So
earlier in the year, yeah.
Right.
Wait, was he in something besides Lethal Weapon 4?
No, just Lethal Weapon 4. I think. So, unless like Dogma was coming out or something.
No, I mean like another buddy cop movie.
Oh, I don't think so, no. But anyway, so he talks about the guy that he's talking to that's selling these stupid Star Tours maps or whatever. He talks about how he heard that somebody was buying explosives, anything he could get his hands on. And that's when Carter turns around and Lee's gone. And I guess he got on a tour bus, a double-decker bus.
Full of Asians.
Mm-hmm. More racism.
Chris Tucker, before he sees him on the bus, he stops another Asian guy with black hair.
Oh, yeah. Some raises bullshit. But,
dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's full. This movie's full of it. It was
Right?
driving me crazy.
Well, and it's funny because I think they're like, is that racist? You know, I could imagine the producers being like, well, it's Asians. Nobody cares.
Everybody gets it.
Right. It's still racism, motherfucker.
They do all look alike, right?
Right? Yeah. See, it's funny because it's true. Yeah. No. So Carter chases the bus down. He commandeers a motorcycle. Isn't this it? Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know. Something happens. Oh, no, he chases it down and climbs up the bus. And that's when Lee, like, grabs the street sign that's hanging above him.
Because fucking Carter puts a gun directly to his head.
Yeah, he's, like, waving this gun around with all these tourists sitting there. You're probably a really shitty cop, you know?
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he
awful.
is.
Awful.
The whole reason this movie has any plot is because he's such a fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, like, later on in the movie, he fucks everything up, and then he's like, I fucked it up? I'm like, yes, you suck, dude. Really bad. But So that's whenever we get to see some cool Jackie Chan stuff where he like hops onto the different cars and then he like climbs onto this taxi cab, and winds up like going right into the window. I actually like that shit.
Without ever touching the ground.
Right. And then Carter hops on a motorcycle and chases after Lee. And we find out that Lee actually knows English. And he says that he was just pretending he didn't because he wanted to find out how full of shit Carter is.
Well, this is when Carter and Lee are like in a Mexican standoff.
Right.
And the cab driver jumps out.
The cab driver pulls a gun out.
He's got a gun. And they both put their hands up.
Yeah. Once again, bad cop. But yeah. So.
Man.
Anyway, Lee says he wants to go to see Han, the diplomat. Carter's like, you can't go there. Instead, they go to this pool hall for a shakedown, he says.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Carter winds up, there's these guys playing cards in the back. He asks for info about Soo Young.
No, he holds them up.
Yeah.
And then he sends Lee out of the room because things might get crazy, and you find out the guy he's pointing a gun at is his cousin.
Right. And so, anyway, that's whenever, because they've been like addressing each other with the N-word and stuff.
He says, just do what I do.
Right.
So Carter's like, what's up, my N-word? He's like
Right.
saying that to like everybody he sees. And then
Right.
so when he's in the back room and Lee's out at the bar by himself, the bartender walks up to him and says, how can I help you? And he says, what's up, my N-word? And then he says it again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like, what'd you say? Says it again, gets into a bar fight. Nothing much happens from this at all. Just a fight breaks out. Jackie Chan kicks everybody's ass, and then they leave, pretty much.
A bunch of prop fighting.
Yeah. Doesn't he find out?
A lot of pool cues.
Mm-hmm. Which, once again, if that's your thing, like, there's some good stuff in here, but it's really spread out over some really not funny moments. So, it's whatever. Doesn't he asked him about a guy that's buying explosives, but I don't think that he gets much help from them, really.
It's a guy in Chinatown.
Yeah, that's it. So, they go to get lunch. He handcuffs Lee to the steering wheel. He comes back out with like a burrito for him and shit because he doesn't want him to like run off. And so like, sure enough, steering wheel's gone. Lee's gone when he comes back. All that shit. I go to Hans, or Lee winds up going to Han's house, and the FBI.
To the consulate.
Mm-hmm. Of course, everything's all like, barricaded and shit from the FBI there. And he shows up and he's like, hey, I'm here about Soo Young. And they're like, what'd you say? And so all these FBI agents come out and like try to apprehend him. They think he might be involved. And so he runs away. He winds up sneaking into the house. And Han's there with a couple FBI agents, and he winds up kicking their asses. And then Han introduces Lee to the FBI agents. And
Yep.
what's there to say, man? I don't know.
They get a phone call from the captors.
Yeah, that's after Carter shows up. Yeah. They get a phone call. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Carter has to be towed there.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a steering wheel.
Yep.
Fucking hilarious.
Hilarious. Man. I get it. I got you. It's not a joke, Wasn't it here that we got that famous "Don't ever touch black man's radio" and all that other shit?
Oh, that's when they
Listen
first got
to
in the
Beach
car.
Boys.
Wait, have they
Yeah.
done that yet?
I think it's after they left the bar. After they left and Jackie Chan got in that bar fight.
I didn't write it
My
down.
thing is, because they
Oh,
made
yeah.
yeah. And of course he's excited because it's the Beach Boys. And
it was
shit.
before the bar, actually.
Oh, was it?
It was after the
Okay.
cab.
Oh, and he found out he speaks English, yeah.
Yeah, and Lee is really excited about the Beach Boys, and
Right.
Carter puts on Jay-Z instead.
Right. My thing is so they showcase this line like crazy in the trailer for the movie where they're like, "Don't ever touch a black man's radio," and I was like sitting there watching it going, "Is this a joke?" It's not funny to me, but
is this common knowledge?
yeah, exactly. I don't get the. That's like saying the punchline without ever saying a joke behind it. You know? Okay. I just don't think it's comedic at all. You know? But anyway, they get a call from Sang. He wants to do a drop at 11 p.m. I assume that's the following night. And it's going to be a $50 million drop-off that they're going to do in exchange for the daughter. And, of course, he goes through all the denominations that he wants the bills in, which is like, all right, I want, 20 million in fives or tens, and all this shit.
It says 20 million in 50s, 20 million in 20s, 10 million in 10s.
Yeah.
And Carter says, you want any fives with that?
Yeah. Once again, because he's going through and like repeating everything and talking really fast to the guy. The guy's like, shut up while I talk. I don't see the humor. I didn't think it was funny at all, but it's whatever. Turns out the cops were tracing the call. So they go to the building where the call came from. You want to talk about horrible cops? It's these motherfuckers right here, dude.
God damn. They thought they had just busted the case wide open.
Yeah. And so a whole big old parade of cops goes in there, armed to the teeth, and they're like, there's nobody up here. And there's this giant-ass pallet sitting in the middle of the room with this barrels of shit on top of it, and it's wired up to a phone, and they don't think anything about it. Are you fucking shitting me right now, Horrible, horrible.
The phone rings and nukes the building.
Boom. Yup.
Foot chase.
Yeah, at least he's saying leave the vicinity, so he chases him down. And Sang goes into this building, because there's like this whole thing with the fire escapes and all that shit. Sang winds up attacking him with an axe. And yeah, Carter like catches up to him.
Sang gets away.
Yeah, Sang takes off again. Lee's in hot pursuit, and we see where Sang they're up on like this catwalk, this wooden thing, and he's like, don't come out here, because like Lee's out in the middle of it or whatever. Carter runs up to him, the whole thing crashes to the ground. And meanwhile, Sang drops something, but they don't know what it is, and Lee picks it up. And then like Sang almost hits him with a car. And I'm like, these guys are just like 30 feet up. How did Sang get to a car and almost hit them that quickly?
He didn't.
He didn't?
He didn't. No, that's someone else driving the car. Sang jumped in the car after they almost hit the guys with it.
Well, they just fell. Are we saying that he walked downstairs that quickly?
Yes.
That's fucking retarded, but whatever. Because that car was already like moving by the time they hit the ground. Like it wasn't like they waited like 2 minutes and they just ride around on the ground for a minute or two. Like they hit the ground and then this car almost hits them instantly. But
see, this is where you could use a real like good Peter Griffin like shin.
Yeah.
That'll really enhance the scene.
I did this at work the other day. The dudes thought it was hilarious. I said, "Hi, Lois, diarrhea."
You're pretty good at that.
It's not bad. I like the laugh the best, I think. But anyway, Carter winds up taking.
How have we been friends this long, and I didn't know you could do a Peter Griffin impression?
Yeah, I don't know.
I used to be able to do a pretty good Chris, but I can't do it anymore.
Oh man, when I was in New York in the Army, I knew this guy that did. I swear to God, if anything ever happened to Seth Green, this guy could do the perfect Chris, dude. Incredible, but I never could do it.
So go see Johnson.
Yeah, and she's busy fucking up while she's trying to defuse this mock bomb at the police station. And they try to fake you out and think that she is really like defusing this bomb or whatever, because she's all like super sweaty, and then like Carter fucks her up at the last minute. And it's really not suspenseful at all. He shows her the mechanical contraption that Lee picked up that Sang dropped, and she's like, it could be used as
a remote
alarm clock? Yeah. And she's like, or it could be used to blow up C4. It's like, oh, C4. I know a guy that was just selling some C4.
So they go see Clive.
Yep.
He gives him the name Jun Tao.
Jun Tao, long story short. Yeah, I like that the best.
And he stays at Fu...
The Fu Chow restaurant.
Yeah, Fu Chow restaurant in Chinatown. So they go there. And we get a fun little war scene.
I do kind of like that scene. Just because I like Jackie Chan singing, I think.
Well, what is it good for?
He has a surprisingly not horrible voice. And apparently he's really famous in China for his singing as well as his movies, which is crazy to me.
I think I knew that, actually.
I
think he was a stuntman, and then he did music, and then he did movies.
Right. Well, it's crazy to me because apparently how he got started making movies was he learned martial arts, obviously. And then, like, him and his buddies would just, like, film these movies that were super, like, basically like we would, you know. Like you hear about teenagers filming, you know, crappy movies or whatever. But he would just do it with his buddies. But, like, they would do, like, some stunts that seriously could have got them legitimately hurt, you know.
He has been seriously hurt several times.
I think he's broken, like, in the dozens of bones in his body and shit like that. And, yeah, like, he almost died in this from what I understand, too. But,
really?
Which is crazy. Yeah, at the very beginning, whenever he's chasing down Sang on the boat, and there's that guy that comes up with those connexes, the storage containers, and you see him, like, climb up the storage container real quick. Apparently, one of them almost, like, crushed his head. Like, he pulled his head out right whenever the two, like, came together.
God
So,
damn.
yeah, that would have been a horrible way to die. And then you think about it, and you're like, oh, thanks, Brett Ratner. You fucking got Jackie Chan killed, like, got Jackie Chan killed. Jackie Chan killed. Filming your shitty-ass movie. Yeah, horrible. That would have been, like, the Crow levels of devastation. So, what is it here? The FBI agents are getting their $50 million together for the drop-off.
You forgot that they got into an argument about whose daddy was better.
Oh, yeah. My dad's better than your dad.
My dad could kick your dad's ass.
Right. They were both cops. Their dads were.
They're both legends.
Yeah. And he's like, Carter's talking about, like, my dad arrested 15 guys in one night by himself. He's like, my dad arrested 25 in one night by himself, you know, and all that shit. And, yeah, it's good stuff. I like it. Pretty much everything with Jackie Chan, I think, works in this movie. Everything with Chris Tucker doesn't, you know.
We go to the restaurant.
We find out Jun Tao killed Lee's partner. So there's that, I guess. But it never really comes up again. Yeah.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
Yeah. So they go into the restaurant. Carter says, he tells Lee to wait outside because they don't recognize him. Or they would recognize Lee if he went in. And so, what is it? Carter sees Sang go into the restaurant. I wrote down, he goes in and tells the waitress he wants to see Mr. Jun Tao. Yeah.
We find out Jun Tao is the white dude from earlier in the movie.
Right. They got spoiled for me on the internet, yeah. So they see Carter on the security camera. We see where Lee has gone into the restaurant at this point.
Yep. Shootout.
Yeah. Lee tells him, make sure those two don't leave. So they poison Lee's tea.
But he doesn't drink
One of the
it.
waitresses did. Yeah, no. He notices the waitress is wearing Soo Young's necklace because it got torn off when she got kidnapped. Which, how fucking stupid do you have to be to wear your kidnapped victim's necklace when you know they're going to be looking for her and shit? Like,
Well, and serving tea to the guy you know is looking for her.
yeah, that's dumb. Anyway.
So Carter is about to be killed.
Yeah,
Lee comes in wearing a waiter's uniform and a plate full of food.
right.
And then there's a big fight. They get away. They dance a little bit together.
I don't get the line.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, so there's that whole thing where, like, Carter gets kicked in the face. He's like, which one of y'all kicked me? Once again, it was all over the trailers, and I was like, this isn't funny. Like, you know, by itself, taken in the context in which it's meant to be taken in, it's not a joke.
It would have been funny if he would have got kicked again.
Right.
And he didn't know where that one came from either.
Right. And the other guy's like, that was me this time. Yeah. That would have been funny.
Right.
Or else if he didn't even ask and the other guy like volunteered it, like, I just kicked you now. You know, something like that. I could see maybe some comedy there, but...
Anyways, they get out of there. There's a shootout in the restaurant. They run down the alley and kaboom, the whole restaurant blows up.
Why? Why did it blow up?
They hit like a gas tank or something.
I don't know. Well, so meanwhile, they moved Soo Young in a van because they thought that it was getting too hot. The heat was. So they're going to try this drop off later. But, so back to the explosion. So we see him like run through the kitchen in this fucking restaurant. And all that we really see is that there's like this burner that's going. And all of a sudden we see it like flare up. And they go running out of the kitchen. And then if we're going to compare this to Lethal Weapon 4, this is like the weakest ass explosion I've ever seen in my life. It's some bullshit, dude. Because all we see is like the doorway and there's like a ball of flame that like shoots out of it. It's not even really like an explosion.
Yeah.
But then I still don't know why it blew up though.
You have to have shit blow up in the 90s, bro.
I guess so.
So they go to run and they run right into the FBI. Which calls them dumb and then takes them back to the consulate.
Mm-hmm.
Tells them they're both off the case.
Right. Apparently Carter screwed up the drop. They're sending Lee back to China. And so Carter goes to tell Han. He was like, this wasn't Lee's fault. This was my fault. Sang calls Han. He says the ransom is no longer $50 million. It's $70 million now. And I don't know. Griffin
he shows up.
Yeah, Griffin or Juntao goes to see Han. Yeah, and he tells him he wants to help retrieve his daughter. Right about that time, Carter calls Johnson and tells her that he's sorry and that he actually finds partners to be a useful asset. And so he wants to know where the diplomat, like the consul, is going to be that night. And I guess they're doing some sort of Chinese artifact expo. And that's where Han is instructed to do the drop-off for the $70 million.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be the exact same artifacts that they got from Gentile in China.
Mm-hmm. Why it would take 2 months to like do this expo, I have no idea.
Shipping.
Whatever. Yeah, I guess.
They're really big vases.
Really big vases. That was one of the better action scenes I actually liked in this movie where, and we're not even close to being there yet, but Jackie Chan's like fighting off the guys and he's trying to keep the vases from getting knocked over and shit. I loved it, dude. I thought it was really good.
Oh, we're real close to getting there.
Yeah, we'll be there before long, I guess.
So he calls Johnson. Johnson agrees to help him. Then he goes to the airport and pretends to be a maintenance guy, basically hijacking an airplane. Gets Lee to agree to leave the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're at the expo that night.
Right.
What's the dad's name? Han?
The dad? Oh, Han, yeah.
Yeah, Han talks about these artifacts and how they're gonna, now they can share them with their children, and he gets emotional, because the little girl's kidnapped.
Right.
And then Thomas Griffith, he's like, or Juntao, he says, "I'll finish the speech for you," and
right.
Carter's like, "Hey, I know that motherfucker. I saw him on the surveillance camera at the restaurant."
Right. That actually was closer sounding to Chris Tucker than anything you've done this entire episode. That's really funny, and you weren't even trying.
No.
Anyway.
Sometimes it just comes naturally,
Well, yeah, So you'll be in the next Friday if they do one.
Oh, that would be awesome. I don't give a fuck if it is good or not. If I get to hang out with Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Smoke that good kush.
we don't even have to get high. If I could just hang out with Ice Cube for a day of filming, it would be awesome.
Hell yeah. That's good stuff.
And then maybe I could take Kevin Hart's place on the next Cop Buddy thing with Ice Cube.
At least if the next one sucks like all the other ones have, then we'll know. I mean, there's a good reason for that. The fucking ride-along shit. I don't like those movies at all. So,
Buddy cop movies.
Horrible. I don't know why this is such a trope in Hollywood, man. Anyway,
Did you like the other guys?
it was all right.
Oh, that's
It
good.
wasn't really. Yeah, it was all right.
It's
That's kind of
good.
whenever Will Ferrell for me kind of dropped off. But I know that you're like a huge fan of what's his name, Mark
Wahlberg?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you not love a movie where The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson die in like the first scene?
The only thing I like on that one is how much shit he's talking to Will Ferrell about. Like, he's like, if we were out in the wild, like I would go to your ecosystem directly, you know. If I was like a polar bear and you're like a goldfish, I would come and like kill you and then fuck your goldfish wife, you know. I don't remember what he said exactly, but it was funny, man.
And without that movie, we would have never learned what an office pop was.
I still don't remember. So
A desk pop, where they get Will Ferrell, they convince Will Ferrell to shoot his gun in the office.
oh yeah, that's right. That's pretty funny.
It's a really good movie, man. You need to rewatch that one. He
I
drives
guess
a
I
Pri-
do. I've only watched
drives
it
a-
once.
He drives a Prius.
Yeah. Not
It's
impressive
funny.
at all.
It's funny.
Yeah. But
anyways,
so Carter makes a scene so that people all evacuate. He figures that anybody that's still there is going to be involved with the thing. So Lee recognizes Griffin as Juntao, and I wrote that down. I don't know what the deal was, but
oh, you're talking about
he
the
has-
part where Lee points at him and goes, Juntao!
Oh yeah, that's what it was. So turns out he has C4, like a vest that he's made out of C4, wired to Han's daughter Soo Young.
Man, they're all about some fucking C4 in this movie.
Yeah, I think the writer of this movie had like never heard of C4 before, and he got like really excited whenever he found out what it was. Oh man, I'm gonna write the fuck out of this, you know. It's so anyway, we get this whole goofy like this Juntao is like monologuing to Lee and Han. It's really dumb. That's whenever Carter slips out and goes to the van. And he finds Soo Young. He winds up kicking one of the dude's asses because he learned a little bit of like the martial arts stuff from Lee.
Quick study.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he picked it up fast. So apparently Carter can't take the vest off or Soo Young will explode. So he winds up driving the car or the van into the expo, and there's a big gunfight. So
Huge gunfight.
yeah, Carter presents Soo Young to.
Matter of fact,
Go
the
ahead.
gunfight doesn't stop until the end of the movie, pretty much.
No, it doesn't. But it's a surprisingly low body count. So,
Yeah, I don't know who they're shooting at.
I don't know either. I think they're just shooting like. Maybe if we just shoot a lot of bullets, people will forget how dumb this shit is. So Carter presents Soo Young to Juntao, and he's like, "Hey, push the button! Just push the fucking button!" And the little girl's like, "Yeah, push the button." So that's whenever Johnson tries to disarm the vest. Excuse me. This movie made me sick. She says that she was able to get the vest off, but the little remote control that Juntao has could still like set it off. So, whatever.
So Lee
There's
was like, I'll put it on.
well, it's funny because there's never any payoff to that at all. Like, we're like, oh, okay, here we go. So the bad guy, he's going to get the full brunt of that vest by the end of this movie. No, it never pays off at all. That's what I was thinking anyway, was that, oh, okay. So it can still go off. It's not stuck to the little girl anymore. So at some point or another, that dude's going to end up with this vest on himself, and then somebody's going to hit the thing. Or maybe it'll be around him, but he doesn't know it, and then he's like, oh, I got you guys now. And then he'll push the fucking button, and he'll get it. No payoff.
No.
So-
Meanwhile, during all the chaos with the gunfight, Junto gets up to where the FBI and the money is.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets the drop on the 4 FBI agents in there and takes the money.
Mm-hmm.
Lee is fighting a bunch of henchmen and saving large vases at the same time.
I love it. Totally
Now,
works for me.
I'll tell you what I do like about this scene that's funny to me is that the henchmen know that he wants to save the vases.
So they're fucking with him, yeah.
They're like intentionally trying to distract him by pushing vases down.
Pushing shit over, yeah. It's great.
And there is one scene where they push a vase and he almost doesn't get there in time, so he has to like jump underneath it basically and catch the vase. But he's like laying flat on his back.
Right.
How he did that, I don't know.
I don't know. He's just awesome. And like he'll like push the vase up a little bit so that it's like going up, and he'll like take that brief second he has before it falls back down and like kick their asses a little bit and then catch it whenever it comes back down and shit. It's great, dude. Really good stuff. And it's all like in single take, so it's not like they're like, well, we got a bunch of footage and we'll just edit this shit together and post. No, like it's Jackie Chan doing this shit, you know?
Yeah, and it's not CGI or anything like that.
No, absolutely not.
This is probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
Is this like 30-second, maybe a minute and a half like thing where he's fighting these dudes. I love it.
Yeah, he's fighting these guys. He's saving several vases throughout all this fighting. But just as he like took out the last henchman and he's got the explosive vest in his hand now, someone like shoots one of the vases that he saved.
Yeah, Sang shoots the vase with his M9 or whatever that shit was. Yeah. What an asshole.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Lee starts climbing up after Juntao.
Yeah, well, so we have Juntao's already got this money where the FBI guys were like counting it, which it should already be counted there if you're gonna fucking drop the money off anyway.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Fucking stupid.
When they showed him like counting money, I'm like, wouldn't you do that counting at the bank?
Exactly. That's like somebody making a deposit at the bank. You go ahead and hand them their slip of paper and send them on their way, and then you're like, well, let's see how much we got here. You know?
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah. You want to tell me like the executive at the bank that it took to get $70 million looked at it and goes, that looks like about $70 million.
Yeah, that should be all right.
Why don't you guys count it when you get to the drop off just to make sure we're good?
Right. The manager's like, this should be pretty close to 70 million, I think. You know.
Honor code.
Right. You come back and tell me if it's light. We'll hook it up. So Sang goes up to the office where the FBI guys are counting the money, and that's whenever Carter gets the drop on him, and that's whenever Sang's like, fight me like a man, because it's the same shit that happened earlier. And Carter acts like he's gonna put his gun down, but he doesn't. He winds up shooting him. Yeah.
No, they both put their guns down.
Oh yeah, and then he pulls out that snub nose revolver.
They both pull out guns.
Yeah.
So Sang shoots at Carter. Carter falls down and shoots Sang with his gun still in his anchor holster.
That's what it was.
While he's falling down. Right in the dude's chest.
Seems kind of like bullshit, but yeah.
Well, there's been nothing in this movie up until this point that makes me think he is in any way capable of doing anything.
Well, Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon 4, he was the lethal weapon. So they established early on that Mel Gibson's a badass motherfucker, you know?
Yeah, and Danny Glover doesn't miss if he cracks his neck first.
Right. In this, we haven't seen him in a gunfight at all. Like, all we've seen is him fuck up this entire movie. So I don't have any reason to think that he's capable of doing anything, you know? But anyway... so he goes up and gives him this really weird line after he shoots Sang. He's like, wipe yourself off, man. You're dead. Whatever the fuck that means.
Well, the other guy did it to him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, when they were in the restaurant.
Oh, at the restaurant? I got you.
He threw a handkerchief on him and said, wipe yourself up. You're bleeding. Oh.
Good line. I digress. So Lee fights with Juntao. He climbed up to the scaffolding. Apparently has a helicopter coming to pick him up.
Yep.
And then Lee winds up getting in a fight with them. He tries hitting him with his...
Lee doesn't fight him.
Oh, Lee's like hanging from the
scaffolding. Yeah, he's just hanging, getting beat up by a briefcase.
Mm-hmm. And Juntao, he's just smacking him with this briefcase.
Just hammering him with this briefcase, yeah.
Try pulling his fingers up or something. Whatever.
Or hit his hands.
Yeah, anything. The briefcase bust open, obvious.
Just like bonking him, like bonk, bonk, bonk. And
fucking whack-a-mole.
Yeah, and Lee's just hanging there, like, ow.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's your fucking, oh God, what's that dude's name? From Joe Dirt and all that shit.
David Spade?
No, fuckface, Oh God, what's his name? God, I gotta look it up. This is gonna drive me up a wall.
Oh no.
He did all that shit with like on Saturday Night Live and shit. Oh man, it's gonna drive me nuts. I can't remember this guy's freaking name. What do we got? Christopher Walken. Where you're like, ow. And I just had this mental image of him like, ow. So anyway, I would love to hit Christopher Walken with a briefcase now, man.
Ow.
Ow. But so anyway, Lee fights, or what is it here? The briefcase busts open, all the money falls out. Of course, Carter's down below. He grabs like a handful of money, sticks it in his shirt. He's like, thanks, God. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Like money falling from heaven, sort of thing. So Lee has this C4 vest with him the whole time because he told him to like take it outside, so in case it blew up. So he winds up pulling Jun Tao over the scaffolding, and Jun Tao's like hanging off of him or whatever, and the vest rips. He's hanging from it, and he falls and dies, basically.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Really anticlimactic shit, dude.
He fell into a fountain. You didn't even get to see him like like splat on the floor.
Right.
He fell into a fountain, and we know he's dead because Carter says, "Oh, he's dead."
Oh, he's dead. Okay. Weird line, man. So Lee's like, hey, get me the fuck down from here. And Carter spreads out like this banner that's like this decorative thing.
Gigantic.
Yeah. So Lee can like drop down on it and basically slide his way down the bottom. So like the officials arrive. I wrote the cops and paramedics and all that shit. Soo Young's free and Han goes to like see her. Lee gives her the necklace back. The FBI agents, who they keep saying their name in this movie, the two lead FBI agents. But what's the fucking point? I don't remember these guys, and they don't do anything in the movie anyway. So I'm not going to go through the effort of remembering your name. I'm sorry. They stop him at the airport to congratulate him, and they actually offer him a role with the FBI. He basically tells him to fuck off. And he's going on a vacation. And that's whenever we see Lee and Carter going to Hong Kong together. And that's the movie.
Whoa! Good God, y'all.
Oh, yeah. We see Lee, yeah. He puts on his headphones. He starts singing that damn song again.
And then my favorite part of the movie, the bloopers.
Blooper reel. It was great. Really funny stuff. But that's kind of the thing with Jackie Chan, though, is he always has like a blooper reel in his movies where he shows up his fucked up stunts and shit.
Yeah, I always look forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
It's our first real blooper reel.
Yeah, that doesn't really happen all that much anymore. Not near as much as it used to.
Something about Mary had a post-credit thing, but they were singing that one stupid song.
Yeah, I don't remember what song it was.
So heal me up, Buttercup, don't break my heart.
Oh, yeah. That's it. So, anyway, what did you think about Rush Hour, Mike? I think we've already established, this movie's garbage. And I hate to say that because it's not trying to be anything super ambitious, but it's just not very good. I did like it better than Lethal Weapon 4, though, sadly. I think just because it's not trying as hard to be Lethal Weapon 4, so you really can't be mad at it for not being very good, you know? It just is what it is, man.
Yep. It was like pins in my eyeballs talking about this thing.
I'd been putting this off because I was going to watch it on Friday night, and I didn't end up watching it until last night.
I watched it this morning.
Yeah, and just because I was like, I've never seen this for a reason, and I really have no desire to, and it's just, you know, and I'll say this, I wasn't disappointed, so, but anyway, if you get the chance to watch Rush Hour, I recommend you skip it. So, what have you been watching other than this week, Mike? I
haven't watched any movies, I don't think, this week. I watched a lot of football.
Ooh, yeah. Yesterday was actually a surprisingly good game with Iowa State. So.
Had me nervous as fuck.
Well, they lost last year, so
Yeah,
and it
the
was
exact
looking
kind of same way.
I was about to say it was shaping up to be a very similar ordeal. So, because last year they lost 38-31, and then this year, sure enough, throughout a very large amount of the second half of the game, OU had 31 points, and I was like, oh, here we go. You know, are you shitting me right now? Yeah. So, I actually, believe it or not, started watching this. It's called the After Prison Show. It's on YouTube, and it's this guy who did 7 years in prison, and he goes through and talks about like his experiences and like, you know, things that are like debunks myths about prison and stuff like that, about, you know, like don't drop the soap, you know, and shit like that. But he goes through like, you know, this list of like the first things that you're gonna need out of like the commissary, you know, and just like different stories that he has to tell. And it's not that I'm going to prison or have any intention of doing so, but I do find his episodes really entertaining. So there's that.
You know, it's funny. You actually reminded me of something I did watch this week called Fear the 13. And it is the true story of a gentleman by the name of Nick Yaris, who was locked up in 1981 for the rape and murder of a woman in Pennsylvania. He did not commit the murder. He spent 21 years in prison.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, and he was in the worst kind of prisons.
Pretty bad.
Because, yeah, he was sentenced to death. So, he's really inspiring, his story, because, like, his goal now is to be kind.
Well, that's good. That's a fine attribute.
He says it's the only way he can pay back what terrible things people did to him.
Right.
It's just by being kind. So his story is pretty moving.
I know that's a good thing to keep in mind, because if I spent 21 years of my life in prison for some shit I didn't do, I'd be salty as fuck. So,
for sure, yeah.
Try to be positive and stuff like that would be next to impossible. So, you know.
No doubt.
Yeah. So that's good. Good things. I had to watch some other stuff. I watched some of The Office this week. I don't remember what else, but
it feels like it's been a lot longer than a week since we recorded.
I tend to think so too. What did we watch last week anyway?
Rounders,
that's what it was, yeah. Now it doesn't seem that long. But anyway, Mike, do you know what we're watching next week at all?
No, you're picking this one, I'm guessing.
I am picking this one. So anybody that knows anything about me, they know that I have two passions in this life. The first one being Mike's sweet ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the second one being Star Trek.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby.
No. No.
So.
Wait, how long do you plan on doing this podcast with me for?
Till we die?
As long as we can, right?
I guess.
In our first 36 films, you're going to force feed me two Star Trek films?
Yes, sir. You bet.
Are we watching the fucking Wrath of Khan?
No, we're not. Actually, so I picked this one because last time we watched a really shitty Star Trek movie, and we actually have one coming up this year that I'm not a huge fan of, but you might have a different perspective. But I wanted to pick this one before we watch the next one because I didn't want you to think they were all shitty. And so next week we're going to watch Star Trek First Contact. We're jumping up to Patrick Stewart now and the Next Generation crew. So there's that. Hey, it's good, man. It's good stuff.
If you say so.
You'll like it whether you like it or not.
From now on, when it's my turn to pick, I'm only picking buddy cop movies.
You're a dick. If you want to pick like Lethal Weapon 2, do that. That's fine.
Nope. I'm only going to pick the bad ones.
Right. That's most of them. So there's a pretty wide selection.
It's a movie with Professor X pretending to be a starship captain.
In all these movies, somebody's pretending to be somebody else, Mike. So it's all good. Anyway, so there's that to look forward to. If you're a Trekkie or if you like good movies in general, or you just like us, then feel free to join us then.
Can't wait to shit all over this movie.
Oh, I can't wait either. I'm anxious to see your opinion of it. But Anyway, if you want to email us, you could do so. Our email address is cheesymovie@yahoo.com. You can look us up on Facebook, Casino Royale with cheese, all separate words. Look us up on Twitter, Casino Royale WCH. If you want to look us up on YouTube, Instagram, iTunes, wherever you get your podcast, you can do all those by looking up Casino Royale W Cheese, all one word. And I think that might do it for me, man.
I can't believe you're gonna make me watch a Star Trek movie.
It's good. I promise you, it's not bad. It's way better than Star Trek 5.
It has to be.
Oh, definitely. Anyway, everybody, I want to thank you for joining us. Make sure you join us next week for Star Trek First Contact, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
I'll be back.